Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman here with the Detox Divas, and tonight is a very different class. There's no PowerPoint. This is a hands-on class where I'm going to be walking you through the liver detox that we have starting tomorrow. We want to make sure that everybody has the same information, that we're all on the same page, and that you know how to do a successful liver cleanse. So without further ado, I do want to say that I don't have my PowerPoint, so now I got to remember what I have to say. Anything shared in this call tonight is not medical advice. Any cleanses or any products that you do use, consult with your trusted healthcare provider. The information provided tonight is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. So we've covered the liver detox on a couple calls before on the importance of that. The liver has over 500 different functions, and one of its primary functions is helping to detox the blood and keep the body moving in a clean and efficient manner. But because of everything that we get exposed to on a daily basis, we may not always have the ability, our liver may not always have the ability to keep up with that detox process. So giving it a little love and doing a little liver detox once in a while is very beneficial. The PDF that we have available, if you don't have that, we can get that too. I will actually post it with the recording. We've posted it a couple times building up to the liver cleanse with the marketing that we've done, the different groups to help educate you. But this is suggested to be done once a month. I don't do it once a month, but I love to do the group cleanses about every other month, every 3 months. But I do take a lot of these products on a daily basis to help keep detoxing. So signs and symptoms of liver toxicity. Many of you may have some of these symptoms. Maybe you'll have more than them. But excessive alcohol abuse, that's one of the reasons I'm loving these liver cleanses, because I was very abusive for several years to my liver with that. And now I'm regenerating it and cleaning it and giving it all kinds of love for abusing it for so long. Allergies of any kind, a liver detox is going to be very beneficial to you. Body heat, excessive body heat. Bruising easily. I'm not going to read all of these because they are on the PowerPoint, the PDF that we have for you on the website. Dark urine, constipation, diarrhea, diminished eyesight, drowsiness after eating, emotional excess and mood swings, gallstones. Gas, excessive upper and lower, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, headaches, frequently itching, jaundice, memory that's poor. So their mental fatigue, nausea, obesity, or inability to lose weight. That's one of the great things about this is once you get those detox pathways open, you're able to stop that or start that process in your body to get it so that you can lose weight more easily. So in the liver kit, I've got everything lined up here, and we're going to walk through what you're going to do on a daily basis. But again, the information is on the webpage, and I will include it with the uploaded recording this evening. So on day 1, we're going to start out a little bit more gentle than day 2 and 3, just to kind of wake the liver up, get things moving again. And what you're going to do is you're going to have, let me fix my screen just a little bit there. We have the Real Detox tea in this kit, and the Real Detox tea, I'm almost out of that, but I have my Vitality. So you're going to take 1 scoop of that once a day in water. And I like to mix things together. There is no issue with that. All of our products are designed to work synergistically together. The fulvic acid that I'm going to get to in a second is better when it is taken 30 minutes before or after. So to this Real Detox tea, I'm going to add 1 drop of lemon. I'm going to add 1 drop of the peppermint essential oil. Now, some people will go ahead and add their soul superfood to that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And Soul is one of the products that I absolutely love. I have to have my Soul every single day. It's one of the products that I can tell a difference if I don't take it. And it's just a beautiful blend of different plants and herbs that are in here that help support the liver and actually the kidneys as well. So we're going to mix that in together there. And on day one, you are going to do 1 scoop of Soul 3 times a day. On day 2 and 3, we will repeat this process in the morning, but we will do 2 scoops of Soul 3 times a day. And that's where the detox really starts to happen. Another little extra drink for me. So another thing too then is the fulvic acid. Some people will, like I said, this is best used if it's 30 minutes before or after taking another supplement. This is going to help drive those products, the ingredients, everything good for you. It's going to help drive that into the cells even more and better. It increases nutrient absorption by 65 times its weight. So some people will just add this to a glass of water. I do not mind the flavor at all. So I will take it. I'm not going to take it right before bed, but I'll take it under my tongue. You can do however you want. That's just me, how I personally take that. So if you have products, but you don't have all of the essential oils, another thing that you can do, I've already got this ready here. You can take a tablespoon of fresh organic lemon juice and a tablespoon of olive oil. To this, you will also add a scoop of Soul and mix that up and drink it. Some people will add a little bit of Celtic salt to that, also pink Himalayan salt, something like that, to that, and that's going to help flush that liver and get that going. One of the really important things that I don't think I've stressed enough this week is the amount of water that you need to be drinking. You really need to be drinking a lot of water on this because your liver's working extra hard, so it needs those extra fluids to help flush that out. So we've got the and you're going to drink 4 cups of the detox tea throughout the day, and then you're going to have 4 to 10 glasses of water throughout the day as well. And somebody said, I really struggle with drinking water and getting the proper amount in. So a couple suggestions for you is get a quart jar and fill it with water. Make sure that's done by noon, and then another one done by afternoon. Great suggestion there. For me personally, I will get I have mason jars for my dishes in my kitchen, and so I'll fill a pint jar with water and I'll drink that first thing in the morning when I get up. It's best to do your lemon and olive oil first thing in the morning before you do anything else. And actually, this would probably be something you'd want to do right away when you first get up. There's, and I forget the time, if somebody can put that in the chat for me, that would be great. But your liver, I think it's 2 to 4 a.m. is when your liver really starts to function and come awake according to traditional Chinese medicine. Each organ has a time of the day that the organ is most productive in doing its job within the body. Mr. Will Sanders is on the call tonight. Ooh, I just got all nervous. Good to see you on here, my friend. So that would be, so this is, the Soul is 3 times a day. So do this when you first get up. 2 to 4. That's liver is 1 to 3. Thank you, Karen. Yes, Amber, you will be able to rewatch this. This is being recorded. So this is going to be 3 times a day. I would do this first thing in the morning. You've got your lemon in there that's going to really help that liver flush. You've got your peppermint in there. You've got your tea. So that's a really great thing to do. Do 1 before lunch and then 1 before dinner. So that's going to get your Soul in 3 times a day. It's also going to get you your fluids, right? So we're going to do this 3 times a day. You're going to want to, I'm sorry, that's detox tea is 4 times a day. Soul is 3. The other thing that you're going to want to do is take the HEPA detox, and you're going to take a drop of that and you're going to massage that. That's on your right side, right below your liver. And you're just going to put that drop on your finger, and you're going to just kind of rub and massage that area right there where your liver's at. Let's see, 1 to 2 drops of HEPA. Okay, and then the 20 drops of the fulvic. Another thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take, now this says salt on the PDF, that should say Epsom salt or magnesium flakes. And so I have, what I do with my foot soaks, we're going to do a foot soak every single night. And that's going to help pull those chemicals and all the toxins out of our body through the bottom of our feet. But the cool thing is you're also going to be uptaking the minerals from the magnesium into your body also. So we're working on really getting that detox pathway open, getting everything moving and flowing. So you're going to mix, I like to mix baking soda in mine also. I also have the fulvic powder, and so I will do a half a teaspoon of the fulvic powder in this as well. You're going to want to mix this up first, and then you're going to add your 5 drops of lemon, 3 drops of peppermint, and 10 drops of your HEPA detox. So there's going to be a lot of essential oils in there. And again, the bottom of your feet have over 2,000 different pores. And so it's going to really uptake those minerals from here, the benefits, plant benefits. We love our essential oils, don't we? And we're so fortunate to have Alexandra that has over 30 years of experience in formulation. She truly is gifted beyond understanding when it comes to formulations and the how she puts her oils together. She's truly brilliant. So you're going to mix that in here first, because you want it to be able to, you want the oils to be able to attach to something before you add it to the water. Once you get that all mixed up, you're going to pour that, sprinkle it over a tub of hot water and soak your feet for this says 8 to 15 minutes. I like 15 to 20 myself. You can do that how you want, but that's how I do mine. And then the fulvic acid is going to help with the nutrient absorptions, the electrolytes, increasing the oxygen if you have the powder. I don't know how many drops of liquid it would take to equal the powder. I typically only use the powder because it is so potent, especially when you're doing things like this. But you can do that the next time we do a liver cleanse if you want to get the powder. So you're going to soak for 15 to, I'd say 15 minutes in that hot basin of water with the essential oils in there. Now, again, day 2 and day 3 is just a little bit different. You're still going to do your 4 cups of the real detox tea. You're still going to have your 1 drop of lemon and 1 drop of peppermint in there. You're going to do 2 scoops of Sol 3 times a day in 1 to 8 ounces of water. Now you can do a shot glass of the Sol if you want and just down it like a shot, or you can make yourself a nice drink. One of the ways that I like to use Sol when I'm doing a liver cleanse, because nutrition is going to be very important too. You want to avoid you really should do this all the time, but you really want to avoid the products in the grocery store that are not man-made, or not man-made, that you're not making yourself. You want to get the organic. You want to make sure that you're making your own dinner. You want to have not buy a boxed meal. No, you want to avoid sugars during this as well, and carbs, no pastas. You're going to want to do a lot of the green vegetables. And you want to make sure, like salads, you can do some salmon. Salmon would be excellent for that because it's a fatty fish. Our liver needs that fat to help flush it. So beyond that, and again, you're doing the foot soak, you're doing the HEPA detox. One of the things that I do love to do when I'm doing a liver cleanse, I have these packs. This is not my favorite. I had talked about Nova is great, Kathy. Yes, don't drink any other coffee, because if you're not drinking our coffee, the coffee has mold in it and other harsh chemicals, and we're trying to avoid those for at least 3 days. And what I've experienced in the past when I've done the liver cleanse is I no longer had sugar cravings. I was craving good food And of course, that wears off once we start to, dabble a little bit into our favorite comfort foods and junk foods and stuff like that. So, and that's why we redo the liver cleanse. I was just talking to Ruthie before the call started, and we will be doing another liver cleanse after the holidays, but this is the last one of the year. So thank you for joining in on this. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm doing a liver cleanse is I have this liver pack. And just take note, write this down. If you want to get this the next time, you can. It's not mandatory, but it does help a little bit more. So what I do with this is I take 2 tablespoons of castor oil and I pour it over a spot on here. And then I will take about 4 to 5 drops of the HEPA Detox, and I will put that right on top of the castor oil. And I'll use my finger and rub that around. Now, this is not really uncomfortable to wear. It can be worn under clothing. Just be careful to make sure that you keep you can see I've even used Fulvic on here. You keep the oil kind of in the center and then place that over your liver and attach it. This also has a nice little pocket where you can put a hot water bottle. A heating pad is really nice over this. The castor oil is going to drive that essential oil that's so good for supporting the liver deeper into the cells and into the bloodstream and into the body to give you a better effect. This is a fantastic standalone product right here for liver support, which you should be using every day. It would be very beneficial to you to use this every day, but having the castor oil is going to drive that down into it even more. So I bought the wrong one. This is a plastic bottle. You want to make sure that it's hexane free, organic, cold pressed, and you want to make sure that it's in a glass bottle. So that would be something that you can get next time. I did share a link in the Heart and Body Naturals testimony group, the customer group, to where I included the link to one of these that you can buy. One of the things that I don't like about this one that I got is it has those tiny little buttonholes. And when you've got oil on here and you're trying to not get too messy and apply this, the buttonholes are really hard because the buttons are really small. The one that I linked in the group has a Velcro, so that's going to be so much easier. These, you don't wash them. You put them in a quart bag and you put them back. You put them in the fridge just to keep them kind of fresh. You can use these for, I forget how many times you can use this. I'm due for a new pack. The other thing that you can do as well, if you have the L-Stimulate, is you can do the same thing. Put your castor oil on there, drip your about 4 drops of the L-Stimulate. L-Stimulate is great for the lymphatic system, and so that's going to be very beneficial to help your lymphatic system drain. And then you would wear this around your neck. Now, one of the things that I did on the last liver cleanse is I bought, can you see it? You can get those on Amazon. They're essential oil roller balls that you can get, and they just plug right on there. So when I'm doing my lymphatic system in the morning, I will rub that around my neck. And the instructions are all, let me get my paper back over here. The instructions for the lymphatic massage are also on the main webpage. It's got a very easy to follow blueprint right there. What's really nice with this, and again with the black seed oil, is not black seed oil, but the castor oil. Castor oil, if you've never used it before, it's a very heavy oil, very heavy, almost like a vitamin E oil if you've ever had a vitamin E oil. And one of the things that I love to do with that through my lymphatic system is I like to get the Gua Sha paddles, G-U-A space S-H-A. You can get these on Amazon. They also have in jade, I believe. You do not want to press hard. You want to just slowly drain that lymphatic system. And you're going to go all around your neck. Yeah, Bandy, the roller ball accessory is very nice. You're going to do the back of your neck. You're going to do your armpits as well. These come with You can use them on your face if you're giving yourself a facial to help those wrinkles. And with our new skin cream coming, nobody's going to have those anymore. But you're going to push everything gently and slowly through your lymphatic system. You're going to get your breast, also push everything to your heart area. There's also a lymphatic system down in the groin area. So you're going to use this paddle with the oil. You don't have to use the castor oil if you've got someplace to go, because you would want to wash that off, because it is a very sticky oil. You could use a coconut oil, you could use olive oil, almond oil, whatever oil you have on. Don't use baby oil. And then this, you're going to pull it up through the groin area, up through the digestive system, and push everything towards the heart so it can all pulse out. Another thing with that, I'll stimulate. So one of the things when I tell my clients is, when they get that bundle that has the Sol, the fulvic, the lemon, the peppermint, and the HEPA detox, I always tell them to go ahead and get the I'll stimulate bundle, because for $5, I mean, you get the bottle, right? But for $5 more, you get this great detox brush. And with this, you're going to use this before you get in the shower. And your skin is going to glow so much when you use this. And again, you're going to start at your feet, and you're going to use little circular motions and brush all the way up your legs, all the way around. It takes maybe an extra 10 minutes, but you guys, it is so worth it. And then do that with the other leg. Get your belly. It'd be hard to get your back unless you've got a partner that can do that for you. Do your fingers. You're going to do little circular motions and brush that all the way up. Again, and your neck, everything is going to go towards the heart so that it can circulate, and then it's going to end up in the liver. So that would be, and if you don't have this, you can still use like a scrubby on your skin, you know, those little nylon scrubby things, and you can use that as that lymphatic brush, the dry brush. It does get done on dry skin. Once you get in the shower, after you've dry brushed yourself, make sure that you rinse this off, because there'll be a lot of dead skin in here, especially in the wintertime. The dry brushing is really important in the wintertime, so that you're brushing off all of that dead skin. That, yes, Jessica, like a loofah. I'm not seeing all the comments, but I will come back to those as soon as we're done. So that would be that. Let me see, make sure I didn't forget anything else. I'll stimulate. Okay, so there are a couple other oils that you can add on as you go through these liver cleanses. Like, you know what, I'm gonna step up my game next time. So L-Stimulate is one of them. If you don't have that this time, don't sweat it. You don't have to have everything. Just like if you don't have the lemon and the peppermint, you can make your own little concoction with the olive oil and the organic fresh squeezed lemon juice. Just add your Sol in there. Now in the Go to Sauna essential oil line, which is our sister company that we also get to purchase from and share with our friends, there is A-Stimulate. A-Stimulate is for your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands are lower back, right above your hip bones, and you would just put a couple drops on your fingers, rub it together, and massage that into that area to help your adrenals. There's also a KB detox, which is for the kidneys. That's on the HB Natural side. So if you really want a full detox collection, those would be the extra add-ons that you can get and add to your auto ship as you go through these detox protocols, and like, oh, that was really good. Now I want to step it up one more. Now I want to step it up one more. So back to the soaking. If you A-Stimulate, yes, yep, exactly. And KB Detox are the two added oils that are not included in this kit that could be added at a later date. Now, if you're not wanting to soak your feet and you've had a long day and you just really need to relax, like here, my favorite part is taking a bath. I absolutely love bath times. And for me, when I was grieving the loss of my mom, and then 3 years later, the loss of my son, bath times was my healing. And that's where I went to just cry, turn on my playlist and cry. But it was so healing for me, like healing waters, right? And so I would, for that, if you want to do that, I would take I would take a cup of baking soda, a cup of the mineral. These are the flakes that I have in here. They're a little bit different than the Epsom salt. And this is a different type of magnesium. I forget which one this is right now. Somebody told me that this is better. She's a nutritionalist. And she's like, oh no, you should use this magnesium instead. I'll try to remember what that is. And so a cup of baking soda, a cup of Epsom salt, really hot water. Put your essential oils. Again, that was 10 drops of the HEPA, 5 of the lemon, and I think 3 of the peppermint, and get in the bathtub and just soak. Have that be your time where you're saying affirmations to yourself, where you're thanking yourself for giving yourself permission to go through this and to cleanse your body, and thank your liver for being such a supportive part of your body that keeps you so healthy. Let's see. I think that is it. Somebody had shared this. So for me, I prefer the Vitality. I like the loose leaf tea the best. But if you only have a shower, then you can do the foot soaks, Tina. I know that you just came in. You would soak your feet for about 15 to 20 minutes in that in that concoction, and you would use about 1/4 cup of the salt. It says salt, but it's Epsom salt or these flakes. And I always like to add about 1/4 cup of the baking soda into my foot soak. And then as directed on that piece of paper, the essential oils, the 10 HEPA, 5 lemon, and 3 peppermint, I believe is what that says. So I do the loose leaf. I make a lot of loose leaf. I make it, yes, magnesium chloride flakes. Thank you, Karen. Very good. I make a gallon of loose leaf tea at a time, but somebody showed me this cool little thing. It has a filter in it, and there's my 2 cups, right? So I'd have 2 of these sitting in my fridge. It's got a little strainer in there so that I can steep my tea. You obviously don't want to pour boiling water into this because I've done that and the glass broke, and that wasn't fun. So I think I've covered everything. We've done the packs. We've talked about the fulvic, we've talked about the soaks. Okay, now let me come into the questions and make sure that I haven't missed anything. Let's see, Soul Tribe. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm so glad that you put that on there, Will, thank you. One of the ways that I like to drink Soul when I'm doing a liver cleanse is I will take a cup of vegetable broth or chicken broth and heat that up. And then I will add my 2 scoops of the Soul powder to that, a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, and it makes a delicious afternoon soup. Especially right now with the weather getting colder for some of us and stuff. Dropped 7 pounds in 3 days the first time I did this. Yes, Marcus, I did too. I think I dropped a total of 15 pounds when I did the liver cleanse, followed up with the parasite cleanse on that. Yes, you'll be able to rewatch that. Below the rib cage, over the liver. Thank you, Marcus. Looking for questions. 20 drops is 1/8 of a teaspoon. Yes, thank you. Okay. All right, no sugar, processed food, bread or coffee, exactly. And our coffee's good because it's clean. Actually, coffee is good for the liver. If you check that out, if you go to Google and you search or DuckDuckGo, you will find that coffee is actually good to help stimulate the liver. Went grocery shopping today, all ready to go. Cream and brown sugar in your coffee. Yes, I understand. It reduces the yeast in the digestive system, which reduces cravings for sugar. That's great. Thank you. Is this something you should do when you are off from your full-time job? Jessica, that's a great question. When I did the liver cleanse myself, I did not really have anything that kept me from daily activities. It's not something that's going to keep you in the bathroom, other than you're drinking a lot more water, which is why adding a pinch of the Celtic salt to that is going to help you retain more of that water. But you're not going to have any excessive bowel movements per se. I did get a headache on day 2 and felt kind of lethargic, but not real bad. But it all came back on day 3. And then when it was over, I felt so much better. Miriam, yes, you get in one of the links for one of the posts in the Heart and Body Natural customer group, there is a link to a wrap. Is the e-stimulate good for someone that has lipodema? Jessica, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I will say I have a friend that has the lymphedema. She's not on the products, and I actually have these here just in case. We have our the dry brushing would be very good for you. There's an essential oil. I happen to have this down here tonight for this just in case, but this is called Fat Detox, and this is a great essential oil that's good for breaking up the fat within the system. So what you could do is you could use that wrap that I demonstrated earlier for the liver, and you could apply the castor oil to that wrap, apply the fat detox to that, and let that sit for an hour. If you've got that time, you can sleep in these. It's not really that big of a deal. And then we also have our tone cream, and it's specifically designed to help break down that fat tissue. I've added the fat detox to my tone to kind of amp it up a little bit. Let's see. Yes, like a loofah, a stimulate with jazz music. Yes. But if you only have shower, okay, we covered that. Magnesium chloride are the flakes. Need one of those for the vitality. What can we use to replace soul? I don't know, Ruthie. You'd probably have to look at the ingredients and see what you could juice, and just get some vegetables that you can run through a juicer on that. I would assume celery, lemon. I'll have to look. We can look at that later. I can get that to you. How many times do you do the fulvic acid? That is once a day. Brown sugar and coffee. How often should you do a liver cleanse? The directions on the PDF that's available in our back office suggest doing it once a month. Both her arms after the cancer. Oh, sorry about that, Jessica. All right, so really, I think that is all we have. Just make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure that you're doing your soul 3 times a day and 4 cups of your real detox tea. Everything else is added benefit. And if you are wanting to lose weight, it would be a great time for you to get the weight loss form and submit that to the company, because the company does pay you money to lose weight. But there are certain things that you have to do, like you have to turn in a picture, video, something like that with I can't remember the actual rules for that, but they do pay up to $500 for 50 pounds and more. Just to double check, I don't have soul by itself. They're all mixed together. Still good to do mind, body, and soul. Yes, Mandy, definitely everything, like I would say, and it's all synergistically together. I'll even add my Slimmer Max powder to that. I'm down, I think, 26 pounds since I did my first liver cleanse in March. So I think that is all I have. I've gone through all the oils. Just want to make sure I don't miss anything, because it's very important to us as leaders that we want to make sure that you have the best experience on this, and that your experience is enough for you to want to tell your friends, because we can't heal the world alone. We need people to have great experiences. Oh, I just did this liver cleanse. I felt so good. I lost X amount of weight. You should do one too. And then you invite them to do the next one with us. And if you are a leader, you can also do these independently without having it be a group one. You can say, hey, I just got done with a liver cleanse. It felt really good. I'm going to be organizing this. And you could run that through your chat and just create like a group chat. The difference on day 2 and day 3, day 1, you're only doing 1 scoop of soul 3 times a day. And on day 2 and 3, you're doing 2 scoops of soul 3 times a day. All right. So I think that is all that we have. If we don't have any more questions, and I'll go ahead and end this meeting. I want to make sure that it's short enough that when you send it to someone like Jessica is going to do, they don't look at it and say, oh my gosh, I don't have that much time to watch a video. I want to make sure this is short and sweet and everybody has the information that they want for a successful liver cleanse. So with that, I will go ahead and sign off. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you for hopping on. It is always my pleasure to help educate and make sure that you have the best tools possible for your health. So with that, Tina Huraman, Detox Divas, signing out. Thank you.